And welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Today, we're going to do a little bit of technical analysis, some charting, but also I'm going to put some unique spin on it. So while I'm going to talk about one of my favorite patterns on technical analysis and on how to chart, I'm also going to talk about how to view and understand the mentality of why the chart works and why that pattern works. Because understanding that, it's one thing to be the logical view and look at the analytic side and just look at, like, here's the pattern, here's the chart. But it's also helpful to have a gut feel for understanding why it makes sense. And that's what I'd like to bring, both the technical analysis together with my gut feel. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm also going to, at the end of the video, I'm going to hand it a coin that's going to fit this pattern. Okay, it's quick lesson time. It's I'm going to talk about a little bit of technical analysis and some charting, but I'm going to do it in a kind of a unique way. So let's start with the number one pattern that I look for when I look at charts. And I'm more of a long-term investor, not financial advice, just to be clear here. But I'm more of a long-term investor. So I look at least an hour chart, preferably a day chart, maybe a 4-hour chart. And I'm looking for the number one pattern I look for. It's called, I'm going to try and talk to the camera. It's called a cup with handle, or cup and handle. Okay, so I'm going to use different colors. Let's just draw it. We're going to draw price versus time. So price, price and time. Okay, real simple. It looks like this. Okay, that's all you're looking for. It's not exactly going to look like this. It's going to have some variance to it, but what you're going to see is that you have a price and it comes down. It's going to hit a bottom. It's going to come back up, and then it's going to create a handle. Now, I'm going to put in a couple things in this chart real quickly. I'm going to use different colors here. So I'm going to call them different zones. So here's zone 1. That's here. Zone 1 are basically those people. They bought in early and they've seen the price go down. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to personalize this and try to explain why this makes sense. Because it's one thing to look for a chart pattern, which is easy to remember, but the question really becomes, why does this work? Why does it matter? So zone 1 is right here. And those are these are people that they bought in, they saw the price go down. So price went down and they were in early. Okay. Zone 2 are people that bought in here. And I use green because they're in the green, these people are in the red. So they bought low. And they were, in the middle. And for the most part, they're happy. All right. The red people are disappointed. Now, I'm not going to call them black people, but the people in the black zone here, they bought here, and they're relatively happy. So the price is going up. That's zone 3. And then finally, I'll have to use blue again for the handle. That's zone 4. Okay. So 3 seeing the price go up, and they're kind of happy. And 4, I'm not even going to talk about people in there. So what's happened? Here's the mentality of why this works. There's one other thing I want to put in the chart, and that's often you'll see on these charts. You'll see a thing called volume. So typically you'll see volume overlaid on this chart, and that is a huge thing, volume. So what you want to look for is you want to see volume increasing as the price comes up in here. You want to see volume increase. Okay, so what's happening here is that people bought in, price went down, they came down, and then went back up, right? And now the reason this pattern happens in zone 3, the people bought here, they're happy the entire time. After time goes by, all this zone 3 and zone 4, it's higher than what they bought, so they're happy. The people in zone 1, those are the ones that you have two types of people. You have hodlers, people that have bought and just held it for a while, or you have people that have bought and are just waiting to break even and get out. So that's where the handle really happens. So as the price goes up, sometimes there's news to drive things forward. Things are, maybe we're in a boom market or a bull market. Things are moving up generally. But think about a guy that bought, say, here, okay? And he's held the whole time. When the price gets to here, he's at break even. So now he's looking to get out. He said, you know, I'm going to cut my losses or get out even, and I'm just going to cut it. So he's going to be selling in here. So that's probably going to happen in zone 4. So that's where he's getting out. There are lots of people like that over here that are looking to get out. That's where the handle forms. So if this volume is higher than a lot of what's happened over here, or especially over here, if this volume is higher than this volume, that's a really good sign. But you need this volume to be high because there's a lot going on here, and these people the people that got in here and here had a long time to get into their trades. So let's say this was 100 days and this was 10 days, 70 days, 10 days, 10 days. Okay? These 10 days, the volume in here could easily surpass all the volume from here, which is good because between here and here, you want to wash out everybody that wanted to get out. Okay, so the people are like, I bought in here, I just want to break even, that's going to get out. And at this point, so now I'm going to talk about how to measure a cup and handle. So you create, it's like a cup of coffee, right? You draw a line at the top, right? And you measure how far it is in price from here to the bottom of there. And whatever that is, I'm going to call it X. When this breaks out, and the idea is that this is going to break out at some point when this is all done and people are settled out, they've sold, now we're about ready to continue on. We've got rid of the paper hands. We only have diamond hands left. We only have the people that are left that we're going to move forward. So this is going to go up by X, this amount. So I'll put in real numbers here. Let's say that this is $1 and this is 20 cents, okay? That means X equals 80 cents. And let's say that this price is going to be lower than the dollar. It's going to, let's say it's like 90 cents, okay? Your target is now 90 plus 80, it's $1.70. That's your target. So what are you looking for? What are you looking to get in? Not financial advice, not trading advice, but as soon as you see this start to break upwards, especially on volume again, more volume here, volume increase, that's a great time to get in and see that this, you're to get it in from like, especially if you break over the cup neckline, say you have $1.10, it's a fast path to $1.70 because you know this measurement, you know what the target is, and this could be a matter of a couple of days. So this is the cup and handle pattern, this is the mentality of it, and now I'm going to talk about I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'm just going to wrap it up in the rest of the video. So there it is. There's the cup with the handle pattern. It's one of my favorite patterns, and it's very easy to see. You can see it on different time frames, but again, the longer time frame tends to look better. It's more data, more validity that it's probably going to head in the direction that you want it to, which is up, of course. But as for the coin that fits that pattern, there is one I see right now, but I have to save some things for my subscribers. So if you want to see that coin, that review, and I'm going to release it Monday night, maybe Tuesday, depending on when we can get the video out. But it's on the daily, and it's even on the short term. I see both a cup with handle forming and it's poised to break out, and I see other confirmations of that too. But if you want to find out what coin that is, join me over at LitecoinLeader.com. Like and subscribe, of course, but subscribe to become a subscriber over to Litecoin Leader. I will provide what coin that is, and you'll be able to see all the content, all the news, all the charting, and why I like it so much. So, it is a coin that was not in Altcoinopoly. So there's another hint. So that's a lot said for today. I hope you enjoyed the technical analysis. If you like it, please leave a comment below. Let me know this is the kind of video you want to see going forward. Please like, subscribe, share, help me grow the channel. And as always, I appreciate the time. But for now, I'm going to close the drawer in the bureau, and I'll see you next time.